such a lame clap.
I was like trying not to Okay. Merry Christmas and almost Happy New Year.
Yes.
This is our Christmas special on Beauty Bound. Woo!
She's actually wearing makeup, guys.
Clapping emoji. Oh my God.
Clapping emoji.
Like,
It's going to happen.
Or no, clapping sound effects.
Yay!
Woohoo. Amen.
Fireworks here. Fireworks here.
Baby, you're a firework. We have special guest, editor-in-chief, Mr. Matt Nelson.
Yes, with Peachtree Rose Marketing.
With Peachtree Rose Marketing.
Where can we find you?
Hello, everybody. You can find me on Instagram at official Matt Nelson or on LinkedIn at Matt Nelson.
You have a couple Instagram accounts.
I do. Well, we manage a bunch.
Like Podcast Studio. There's one that's like...
San Antonio Podcasting, right?
Yep. That's going to be one for multiple studios, kind of alignment with that. Place for showcasing San Antonio podcasts and different industries. But yeah, Podcast Studio SATX is the one for this studio at Peachtree Rose Marketing. We've got a few.
Yeah. So we always talk shit about not having a website. This is your guide to go to.
Yes, if you have no website and you don't know where to go.
And I'm Cristal Rubio.
Oh, yeah. And so this girl right here helps me host every week. Totally forgot about her.
Bitch. Yes, Merry Christmas. You could find me at Beauty Bound. I mean, not Beauty Bound. Obviously, you could find us at Beauty Bound. Beauty Pro Bookkeeping. And then Artsy Cristal.
I didn't even say who I was or what I was.
No.
I'm Jackie Rodman. I own Skinfinite here in San Antonio, Texas. And you can find me on...
Is that Skinfinite?
It's not Skinfinite, actually. Many may think it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
Skinfinite San Antonio on Instagram, skinfinitesanantonio.com to schedule an appointment. And we thought we would just do a kind of Christmas bonus episode because we will take a little break over the holidays because we have a life. I'm just kidding. So we wanted to do...
Do you not have a life?
I never did.
Oh.
We wanted to do a little year in review. Wait, year in review? No,
year in review. She can't talk, guys.
Year in review.
Yeah, we were having a conversation about something weird with her, spa. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
But
there was a little incident.
Yeah. So we were talking about that. So now she can't even speak.
I had no words, and I still don't have any words.
Oh, shit.
I
still
made
don't
like
have words.
little cheesecakes.
Yes.
I'll try and hold them up.
They're really
Yummy.
yummy.
I always, whenever
I
we
mean,
have
the turd on top doesn't look. It looks kind of weird, but it's actually really good. Yeah.
my food never looks good, but it tastes great.
No, it always looks good. I think today you just added a little extra of something chocolate on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, today, and we wanted to bring on Matt too, because I feel like Beauty Bound wouldn't be what it is today because, without you. Because honestly, like we have you and as our producer, and we just kind of tell you, I don't know, we did this, so you kind of have to fix it. We name drop sometimes, and we talk about shit that we probably shouldn't. I drop a lot of F-bombs, so you have to be careful with all that. So
usually we let them fly these days. You just let it go.
Yeah, but my New Year's resolution is to stop cussing so much.
So fine print, folks. So much.
You heard it here
Possibly
first.
Stop dropping so many F-bombs. Possibly.
Just the F-bombs.
Yeah. No. I mean, a lot more. I really have to, I have to tone it down a bit. And not
For the children.
No, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, this is the only podcast I cannot edit while my kids are awake.
Yes.
No.
No, I just think there's times that I do end up talking to people that maybe, are not okay with cussing. And I kind of need to,
Yeah, my first first meeting with this one, I brought my child. She's like, sorry, I cuss a lot. Fuck. I'm so sorry, though, by the way. I gave you the warning.
I do give the warning to everyone because...
you hear that, Cal?
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is, I think, in terms of anybody I've worked with as clients who have leveraged a podcast, y'all are pretty good at leveraging, that y'all have the podcast in terms of authority in your industry. But I think there's a genuine aspect where you're exactly who you are and you're exactly who you are on and off the camera.
Yeah.
So when you do lead generation or you get new clients from the podcast or they've only seen you on the podcast,
oh my God,
they're not getting something different.
No, it's that's it. It's me. And so, but I was telling Javier, I'm like, if I want to continue to grow, and because I have something that I'm going to be starting January, then I need to be able to speak specially to people from the thing that I'm starting. There is no way, I'll just fucking say it. I'm gonna start school to for my master's. Obviously you have to get a bachelor's and my master's to become a CPA. Woo! And so I'm really excited for that. So I know that I won't be able to speak to the faculty the same way that I speak to everyone else. And so I understand that. So in order for me to be able to do that, I need to kind of tone it down all around, because if not, it'll be harder for me to just tone it down in one place. I'm not watering myself down. I'm just kind of taking away the cuss words. Trying. You already saw I already dropped, I don't know how many F-bombs today. But yeah, that's one of my goals. Because shit.
Nice.
Yeah. But
nice.
Yeah, so we want to kind of, talk a little bit.
A little bit and show some gratitude.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching us this year.
Yes.
We had made it to 1 year in July since recording at Peachtree Rose. I don't know why I just forgot. Peachtree Rose Podcast Studio SATX on IG.
No, it's just podcast.
Podcast SAIG.
Yes.
We'll get that one too.
Yeah.
We'll have to now.
Yeah. No, wait, what is it? No, it's podcast.
Podcast Studio SATX.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we are really excited about 2025
Yes.
and the future of Beauty Bound. Even after our little break through the holidays,
Yes.
January, we're going to hopefully bring in another guest on the show, and then just have, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of new topics in 2025.
Everything. Yes.
There's always something happening.
Yes.
In the beauty industry. Someone's getting in trouble.
And not only that, I think we also want to bring more business, more marketing, more information on how to run your business. Not, obviously not just all the laws that there is when it comes to the beauty industry, but also what should you have in place as a business? What should you have in place for your marketing? And that's one thing. That's why Matt is very important for him to be here, because he could tell us a little bit of, I think even for us, I think you've helped us a lot too when it comes to the marketing and the SEOs, and it is SEOs, yes.
Yeah,
I said CEOs the other day for some reason, but I don't know who I was talking to, and I felt so stupid afterwards. But when it comes to all the SEOs and all the keywords and whatnot,
all the good marketing jargon,
all the good stuff.
Yeah. So I know for one, kind of a little review. What are some of the things that you see in our industry kind of lacking? Because I know that our industry is a little bit more, we don't give a fuck so much.
I think the beauty industry is all about let's try and just embarrass ourselves on film, and that's free marketing.
But in reality, there's more to it than that.
And let's try and just do referrals and try and message a bunch of people on Facebook and see if they want to come in.
So I think y'all bring up a good point, and I know a lot more about the beauty industry because of y'all, and because of a lot of referrals, right? Y'all have sent a lot of referrals, our way. We appreciate that, but we've learned along the way a lot more about this industry. I'm not saying we're niched out into the beauty industry, in particular, but one interesting thing, and y'all kind of mentioned it, is a lot of people in the beauty space are naturally creative, right? So a lot more right brain kind of stuff as opposed to the left brain kind of stuff. In business in general, sometimes it favors more of the left brain, logical, not necessarily the more creative side of things. So I think when you're operating a business and when you're thinking marketing, you have to kind of put on, both sides of that. And one of the interesting things is, before you start any kind of a marketing campaign, because the marketing part is the fun part. And this is the marketer talking, right? You do what you love. But marketing can be fun, in terms of the creativity and adding your own stuff to it, your own spin. But if you don't do it with an end goal in mind, you could be wasting a lot of your most valuable resource, your time, followed by, especially if you're new in business, your money, which is also a hugely valuable resource. So if you don't think, what am I looking to accomplish out of this particular marketing medium or channel or whatever you're doing, and you don't start with the end in mind, then you're really going to get lost in the sauce and you're going to waste a lot of your time and money.
And I think even with the podcast, I think we did that a lot not just at the beginning, even this year, where we didn't know or we wouldn't market ourselves well enough when it came to like our reels and stuff, because we just thought, oh, it's cool content, whatever. But we weren't pushing it out there as much as we should have. So it was kind of not wasted time, but more of wasted resources that we could have been showing to people, that now that we've been kind of getting onto it more, I know like for myself, like we'll repost some of the reels, or we go back and we kind of try to post more on whatever that guest was, or whoever that guest was.
Yeah.
So I know that's helped a lot too, because our views have gone up so much more compared to maybe beginning of the year.
Because for y'all, the consistency, and we're talking just podcasting as a marketing medium, it's one of the most powerful that you can do, especially now moving into 2025, because you're building, a relationship with an audience potentially before they've ever met you, which is hugely powerful. But it's also, you guys were already checking the consistency box. You just didn't have enough of the hooks out there to get people to your long form content. But I think now y'all have been a lot more deliberate about that. And then also on the consistency piece, even though y'all have been pretty much weekly, it's been kind of sporadic sometimes.
Yeah.
So I think the marketing and the distribution of that content is key, and y'all have really...
See, I've been trying not to say yes this whole fucking time, and I said it.
Saying yes?
Because every time...
You've done better at it.
I'm with my hand down here, like pinching my hand to remind myself not to say yes all the time. And right now I stopped and I got comfortable and I was like, yeah. Because anytime one thing, and I've noticed it, but he pointed it out, that every time we have a guest and I'm paying attention, I said, oh yeah, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do, yeah.
All the time, like, right? Yeah, so I do that all the time.
And I'm like this usually with the guests, like.
Yeah, but for me, I'm just like, oh yeah.
And she's just like, yes.
Because it's also like a former, like you're listening, you're tuning into what they have to say, for sure.
So I'm just like, don't say it. Don't say it the whole time.
I'm just like hearing them, processing it, and then like analyzing my answer. I'm like, oh, like I say yes in my head. I'm like, oh,
Oh man, see, I lost my train of thought now because I brought it up.
I'm going to say this too. Sorry, because you had me thinking for a moment, and this just happened very recently. We brought on somebody else we're going to be working with on a regular basis. I'm kind of mentoring them in business and in marketing, and it's a husband and wife couple. And, they're really good at what they do, and they're just learning a little bit more about all of the other things beyond just the fulfillment of that service, videography and editing. And I'm guilty of it as a business owner. I'm very much an operator. I like to get my hands in things, and I love to do things. I think, especially in the beauty space, a lot of folks are solopreneurs, and they're wearing a lot of hats. And it's very easy to say, I'm going to do everything for the business. And it's very difficult to let go of any given, hat, if you will, whether or not it's marketing or payroll, bookkeeping, anything related to business. But once you do that, you really do get to focus on the business. And just in trying to do that, I've noticed that I've been able to do more things like finish that proposal I was going to do for a prospect that actually creates revenue. Imagine that. So those small things do add up, and they are a big part of your time, whether or not you're doing your own marketing content. Everybody uses Canva now, and you're using templated stuff, right?
Drag and drop website.
Drag and drop website builders.
Matt always talks about the drag and drop.
Yes, the drag and drop website builders, your Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, those are always entrepreneurial friendly, right? They're not always the best for, your branding or even for showing up.
Yes.
But that's a huge time drain on, your most valuable asset is your time. And if, regardless of whether or not you're in the beauty space, you're doing hair and makeup, you're an esthetician, nails, whatever, that is time that you could be doing something else that generates revenue for your business. So as soon as you can value that investment and trade-off, I think you're better off.
Yes, and I think even because I remember being behind the chair, I never hired anyone because I think the one time that I was looking for a bookkeeper, and that's when I realized there was a need for that. I was looking for a bookkeeper, and no one that I reached out to had ever either worked with a hairstylist or they didn't know the industry well enough to be able to help me. So then it became, where I was like, well, I'm not gonna hire anyone if they don't even know my industry. And in my head, I thought why even hire someone when I went to school for this? And the main reason I went to school for this was so that I could do my own shit, so that I didn't have to hire anybody else. But then it became so hard to just even keep up with my books. And it was at the end of the year or beginning of the year when tax season came that I sat there doing my books. And it took me hours on end, but I did it. But it was I think it was having that control. And even now I've let go of certain things and hired people to do them. But it's been so hard to just kind of let go of that one thing or two things.
I hate doing that too. I try and be the controller of everything. But except for the bookkeeping, though, because math, tracking, and things like that, receipts too, not my thing.
Just take a picture.
Not my thing. Just take a photo. It gets lost in my car. I'll find it next year.
Just spend money, just buy $100 and something dinners.
Speaking of dinner, me and Cristal are getting dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I told her I'd take her to a nice upper middle class restaurant. Because she always misses out on my dinner.
Yeah, she takes everybody else to freaking lavish dinners, and man.
Where y'all headed?
Where are we going?
Well, we had spoken about, first I was like, nice dinner. Then I said, ooh, I have gift cards to Cheesecake Factory. Maybe we should just use those up. And then I forgot the gift cards. So I'm like, well, might as well spend a little more money, right? That's how my brain works.
No gift cards. Let's spend more money.
No, I promised her the nice dinner. Cheesecake Factory, okay, it is nice. Some of their prices are pretty high. The pastas they're kind of high, no?
Wait, so where are we going?
Maybe we'll go to my first recommendation, the Papados place.
There.
Papados. Off I-10.
Yeah.
I've never been.
It's good.
It's really good.
Get the alligator tail.
It's a nice restaurant,
Really?
but you don't have to dress up to
Alligator tail?
They have some Cajun options, right?
I've never gotten any, but I get everything. That I don't really like Cajun, but their
Isn't
seafood.
that what that place is?
No, they have different options. I get their fried shrimp sometimes. It's so good.
They have really good seafood, but I think Papados in general, because it's
I think they're known.
DEUX. It's like
French.
Asian-ish.
Yeah, like New Orleans.
But they have a little bit of everything. I feel like.
Yeah, but it's a seafood restaurant.
Okay.
And their pastas are.
It's very rich food too.
Okay.
So.
Oops, sorry.
Now I'm thinking do I want to try alligator tail and just be?
I haven't had it in years, but I remember getting it as
good?
an appetizer. It tastes like chicken. So.
Oh.
Watch the upcharge on the chicken. Sorry, Papados. We'll tag you in this.
Yes.
Sponsored? No, I'm kidding.
No,
That'd
imagine.
Wouldn't that be incredible?
Sponsored by Papados.
Oh man. See, now lost train of thought.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Marketing.
ADHD,
First it was marketing,
ADHD.
then it was dinner.
Lavish dinners.
Lavish
Yes.
dinners.
Lavish dinners. Maybe in
Yes.
2025 we will cut the lavish dinners just a little bit.
$26,000 on sides. Anyway,
Wait, is that a?
It's from
It's-
a movie.
it's from-
Where's that from?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yes,
love
yes.
that
That
movie.
was so funny. Oh my gosh, 26,000. Hey,
Dang.
It's for the team.
Hey.
They
Canadian
got.
came out.
They
Hey.
definitely got like those They probably got those seafood like platters
Holy shit.
that cost a couple hundred. If you're at maybe like a really fancy upscale place, a couple seafood platters would equal 26,000 though, and some drinks.
I think it wasn't actually sides. That was the excuse.
Yeah.
I think it
that
was like
it, yeah.
prostitutes
Oh, and
and
sides.
blow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. It
if
was,
it's-
yeah. No, it was prostitutes and blow.
Oh, during the dinner,
Yeah. No,
Probably.
maybe
yeah.
after.
dinner and blow.
Yeah.
So, Papados. Marketing.
Marketing.
Uh,
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
oh,
so,
and Matt gifted us
Oh, yes.
these beautiful. Are these chocolates? There's a nutrition.
It's got a little bit of different stuff in there, holiday mixed stuff, stuff that I would enjoy.
so
That's why I
cute.
got it. But the reason I got y'all those in particular was because you can
Oh, I
reuse
see.
those wooden boxes.
I know, those
for
are so
different
cute.
things, and I just know y'all like to do all
Yeah.
kinds of cool stuff.
Matthew, stop.
These
Matthew,
are really
stop.
cute.
Oh, I'm
Matthew.
sorry. I did call you by your actual name. I'm sorry. It just
Not
slipped
the
out.
legal name,
Matt,
Dad. Anyways,
is that you?
I know none of his profiles, I don't think, even have Matthew on it. It's just
Matt.
Matt.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's true. I think I've called you Matthew once.
I was probably in trouble. I probably spent money I shouldn't have.
I call him.
She is my bookkeeper, by the
Yeah.
by the way,
I call him by his first name all the time when he ain't around.
Matthew.
You do. She always refers to you as Matthew.
I think I heard it on the last one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, did you hear that, Matt?
I think it made the reel, right? Yeah.
Probably.
Anyways,
I haven't looked.
I haven't looked either.
I have not had time today. I was supposed to leave my house today at 1.
Yeah, I
because
guess.
y'all
Yeah.
would have got the reference. It was you called Matt a hoe?
Wait, what? On the
that's
last
true.
podcast?
Yes.
You called Matt a hoe?
Yeah, you did.
Because you were
Matt's
like,
a hoe? Did I
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that?
next
did
week
I-
we'll do like a ho 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 kind of thing.
Yeah, and then I just said because he said, and we'll have Matt, and I said, did you just call Matt a hoe?
It was a good.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, we'll have a hoe special with Matt?
Yes, that's
Was
what it
that it?
was.
Yes, and I was like,
And then
"Did
she
you just
started
call-"
cracking
yeah.
up.
Matt a hoe.
It was good.
Oh my gosh. But yes, so marketing, obviously, that's something you have to invest in.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah,
Yes.
bookkeeping, like for sure. Don't wait till the end of the year because I know. So I think this is a train of thought for everyone that if you do or hire a bookkeeper for a cleanup, that it's going to be cheaper than like if you pay monthly. But just an FYI, it might be cheaper for your first year, but if you're trying to do that every year, it's only your first year that we kind of give a break. And then because we expect you to kind of continue on with services. Now, if you don't want to continue on with services and you're just going to do the cleanup for that first year, then we're going to charge you the amount that you pay monthly for 12 months. So it's your choice.
The more the years go by.
Yeah.
I can vouch for one thing too, especially in the bookkeeping piece is, in terms of freeing up your time, that's one thing, and that's hugely beneficial as a business owner. But the other thing is, and it does boil down to control as a business owner, right? It's very difficult to give up control and feel vulnerable with someone else looking at your stuff, but it is a huge saver. There's been so many times where because I have employees where Cristal has come in and said, hey, how about that TWC stuff, Texas Workforce Commission?
I was like,
or,
what?
hey, did you do this on your taxes for the quarter? Like all kinds of these little things. So it is hugely beneficial to have somebody else in your corner who can remind you of things that'll, potentially save you $50 fee to the Texas SOS. All these little things.
And
sometimes I want to kill her too.
Yeah.
I want to kill her.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, if she wasn't here, I'd be really,
yes.
I'd be spending way too much.
She already
so she keeps me in line.
Did you see that profit and loss statement?
I did. I was talking to Matt about it.
Yeah.
P&Ls, yes.
That was the one I got this year, November.
Yeah.
Where are the other months?
Do you really want the other months?
Oh.
I don't even, yeah.
I think there was a May last.
Yes, because
May and November.
The
Were
ones
those
that
my best months?
Yes. When I send her P&Ls is because I'm like, okay, so you can see. But the November one the reason I sent it is so that you could see that you cannot just be spending all the money you make. That was the reason for that one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Normally, they do get one every month, but there's times that
they're not necessary.
There's times that they're not necessary because they're not going to listen to me anyway.
Well, this was a slow year for many small businesses. But what I will say is I almost tripled my earnings this month.
You did.
I almost did. The month's not over yet.
True.
I highly doubt we'll get there. But
not with that attitude.
Oh, I have to
we
read
was close.
this because it's relevant. I just posted this. And this is for every person in small business. But what you just said, the month is not over yet. I just made this up. So
What?
First heard here. This was my post. Wait for it. Pause for dramatic effect.
Hold on. I was supposed to meet someone.
Here lies an entrepreneur who died after chasing a dream. And then second, because it's a carousel. Here thrives an entrepreneur who lived after chasing a dead dream. And then the third one, this year isn't over yet and neither are you. Muscle up, buttercup.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
awesome.
We're only halfway through.
Yeah,
Well, by the time you're listening to this, you got a few days.
Yeah.
Close those
So-
invoices.
Yes. Yeah. Start charging late fees.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Charge a late fee?
Yes.
I just say, you have to reschedule because...
No, I mean, for you, this doesn't.
Depends on your business
yes.
model, right?
But
Oh.
yes. So, but there's times that, like in your business model, you need to charge late fees. Like there is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. Like there is a way to set it up to where once they don't pay after a certain date, it attaches the late fee
It's an
automatically.
automatic thing.
Yeah.
And it takes you out of it too. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man, I'm so sorry that happened. Next time, now you know.
Yeah, I've had to do that for theater. I kind of walked away from it, and now it's just on there. And I'm sorry, that's automatic. I can't change that because you end up losing money as a business. Not just losing money, but as businesses, we also have bills to pay. We also have things that come out on certain dates. And so if our customers are not paying their bills or, because we obviously, it's not like we have a customer, like on yours, they pay however as they come. But then like for my business, it's a monthly thing. So if I don't get money from my clients, then I don't pay the things that are running my business, And I think that is something that everybody, no matter what kind of business you are, just always make sure that your money is coming in. Because, man, you could get screwed over so bad, I think.
Oof.
Especially, and so the late fee kind of helps with that. Like you're paying late.
Yeah, I should have probably charged a late cancellation fee.
Yes.
Or a no-show fee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you had one in place.
I think a no-show fee
do.
is a given.
If I
that's-
have
Do you
their
not use
credit card
it?
on file.
Jackie.
That only happened once though, where no, twice now. Once a year usually. So this happened last month where that's where I could have
they
made money.
DM'd you. Is that what it is?
They
How did
DM'd me
book
for an
you?
appointment,
Aha.
yeah. And I booked it like a dumbass.
If it was in the booking system, it would have been automated. Yes.
She showed up, super nice, whatever. And then said, "Oh, I need to reschedule for the next time." I said, "Yeah, that's fine." And then she never showed up for the rescheduled appointment. And then I was like, and I literally, I sent her an invoice, but she ain't going to pay it.
Well, no.
I'm like, she ain't going to pay it.
And I think that's why it's so important for people to, or especially like for beauty industry, you have to have their card on file if it's especially for a client that you've never had before. Because guess what? Even when you send out that, or when they make the appointment, there is like a little disclaimer on there that will tell you if you don't cancel within whatever amount of hours or 24 hours or 48, your card will get charged.
Right.
And once they read that
was lesson learned for sure. I mean, I'm thankful that only happened once this year, but like where someone like completely just no-showed me, like I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I've seen other people post like, man, I should have maybe charged either a reschedule fee if it's within the 24 hours or like a no-show fee. Like they showed like how much money they had lost because they had like tracked it, like all the appointments missed.
And you could even ask for a deposit.
That's another thing I'm thinking of doing is asking for a deposit.
Yeah, because I don't think it's one of those things that you're losing money as a business when you do little things like that. That you're just like, well, it's okay, or you want to be nice, but
and it's like I do take time to send them the forms too, and then I review them. They have an allergy, I have to look at it. So I'm like, okay, I'm taking all this time to like while I'm not even with you yet.
Yeah.
And for you to like not like show up when I spent all this time.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, like
see, I said
yada yada yada. Takes me forever to read those damn forms. Oh. I'm a very slow reader.
The more you can take yourself out of those the more you can take yourself out of those little nuances in the business where it's got your name on it, the less awkward it is, I feel like, too. If you've got someone else who's running your stuff or is doing potentially the invoicing for you, whether or not it's a virtual assistant or, you know, even in this stuff, in marketing, you know, I've had y'all do media releases, or I've suggested you do a media release that is mandated by the marketing company to protect your stuff, like your content. But that's an example.
Really?
Like if you're telling a guest or somebody else, like, hey, our marketing company or the studio is making us, you know, sign this with everybody who does it, it's less awkward for you. Same kind of thing. If you have a system or your booking system in place where it automatically does something, like it charges you a late fee or whatever, it's less awkward and it kind of takes your name off of it.
Yeah.
So.
True.
I mean, I've done it before. I would do it for Mercy when it was an automatic. She would tell me like, this person didn't show up, but I don't want to charge them. I would just log on and just charge them right away. And that, you know, I go ahead and if she tells you anything, just say it was your bookkeeper. That was it.
Yeah, my friend like just had my friend just did that and she just had her first dispute over it.
Oh, dang.
In like 7 years. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though for not having this ever, you know, happen.
Yeah.
So.
Because there's people who still, I mean, they're going to want to get away with it.
Like, I didn't show up, but doesn't mean you can charge me. It's like, oh, bitch.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Opportunity cost. It's time you could have been with a client.
It's like when I canceled on Trisha. And then I uncanceled. Like, she charged me.
Yeah.
And I fully was going to be like, okay, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But then I showed up.
Exactly. She has her crazy moments.
I have my moments, yeah. I have, like, my manic episodes where, like, the week I washed my hair every day. Like, that was a manic episode.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. But, yeah, so we have, you know, I guess all these good things coming next year, all these good things that have happened.
Yes. And bad things.
And bad things. And next year, I don't know if you want to say it. I don't want to say where you're going, but
I'll say it at some point later on.
Yeah, but she will be leaving us, but we're still planning.
Yes.
Oh, that's another discussion we have to have with you on how that's going to work out. Because I don't want to have another host.
Maybe you'll see my own podcast.
Yeah.
2025.
Yep. 2025. But yeah, that's all. And I think Merry Christmas. We hope you have a Happy New Year. And we're very grateful for having you guys listen to our podcast and, you know, dealing with some of the, I guess, bullshit we've been through this year.
Yes, the BS. The good times.
The good times.
The bad times.
The not so funny times.
Yeah, the awk times where I'm just not, I'm telling you either false info or like I'm stuttering.
Doesn't happen. Doesn't make the final cuts. That doesn't happen on the
there's
Beauty
no-
Bound
usually-
podcast.
Yeah.
I was saying someone had fake tits and they didn't. Or no,
Oh, who?
or no, I was saying someone had real tits, but they didn't.
Ready to bleep
Remember
this
that
out any
episode?
moment.
Oh.
No, it was like some celebrity. Was it Dolly Parton? Remember that
Oh,
episode?
yeah, that we thought she had fake ones and they're not fake, they're real. Yeah.
Or no, I forget which way it was,
Or
but we
the
were
other
like,
way, yeah, one of the two. I don't know anymore. But yeah, that was the only false information Jackie has ever given.
it's just like little shit that doesn't matter. It's like
She's like,
it's not like important TDLR
no.
business.
Oh, no, that we always like
we're
make
always
sure.
on the website
Yes.
looking.
And we have to do more research on other states because we always just talk about California and Texas.
Texas.
Yes.
I mean, I do have my Tennessee license, so I was familiar with like their boards. We can dermaplane there,
Yeah.
but we can't here. So
Yeah, but we'll be looking into more laws, I think, for the different state boards because I think it's important since we do have people who listen from other states, not just here and California. But
Yes.
yeah. So other than that, I think that's all. Anything you want to say,
that's all.
Mr. Producer?
You guys have already missed your Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa specials.
Yes.
So don't forget about New Year's specials. And don't forget that now that the election is over and there is a decision,
Yes.
right? Not making it political.
No.
In the new year, you can expect that more people will feel less anxiety and more people will be prone to spending money. So don't forget to get out there and market your services in the new year.
People will want to spend money next year.
That's
Yes.
right.
And I think that's what's happening. I think everybody was
A lot of
Again,
people.
Everybody
no matter-
gets anxious
Yes.
towards the end of the year, number one. Holiday season, gift purchases, all kinds of stuff. Number two, market economy is always a thing. But anytime around the elections, before the
it always
elections,
goes.
everybody starts to pull back. It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter who wins anything necessarily in terms of, expenditures and stuff. But if there is a decision made, which there has been now,
Yes.
people release a lot of anxiety. Whether or not you're happy with the decision, there's still an anxiety
Yeah.
release. So
And 'cause at the
with
end-
that,
That's true.
people
Yeah,
will
because
spend.
at the end of the day, like obviously there isn't. Not everybody's going to be happy ever, no matter again the choices. But it does bring down the we got this over with already. Now,
Yeah.
let's continue on with our lives.
So from a marketing perspective,
Yeah.
if you were smart enough to be marketing even during the dip and in harder times in terms of client and customer revenue coming in, great. You're about to reap those benefits and dividends. If you haven't, now's your time to just really hit it hard in the new year and make sure that you're getting your message out there.
Yes. So get yourselves
Yes.
out there.
I will say, like, January was booking up so far.
Yeah.
At least the first 2 weeks. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I have
because
a couple people like back to back, and I was like, that's really weird. That's
That's really
that's
weird.
really weird.
But
Since,
busy season's about to start. Taxes are going to start to come
well,
in.
last January was bad, guys. It was bad.
Yeah, but then February comes along and people start getting their tax returns.
And beauty
February
and wellness
was
too.
good
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah,
yes.
everything and then it's like, it's new year, new me. So then everybody wants to get their hair done. Everybody wants to get their
Go to the gym.
Yes, go to the
New
gym.
Year's
facials,
resolutions,
Yes,
yeah.
so many things happen, and everybody wants to get on the right track and dream boards and all
know.
this, everything.
I do want to start like working out again in the new year. That's
Yeah,
for sure. And
that's
eating
something
healthier. No more
eating-
cheesecakes.
See, I can't tell you about the working out part, but I want to continue to lose weight. I
Yes.
at some point have to start working out. But yeah. But thank you guys. Merry Christmas.
Thank you guys.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Yeah, all that.
Happy ho ho.
Happy
Merry
ho ho ho.
Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes, and Merry Christmas, hoes.
Hoes.
Hoes,
Be like,
hoes.
Merry Christmas, ho.
Merry
Ho.
Christmas, ho ho. All right.
Ho, 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 motherfucker.
Bye.